I really want to talk about your book.
Thank you.
And would you like to give a quick overview of it, and also this idea of the sort of the power gaps, because I think that's quite fascinating.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So briefly, as I said, I've worked with so many thousands of women around 26 countries and 6 continents. So it was about 3 years ago now. One day I said, I don't understand this. How is it that no matter where these women are calling from, and men have these gaps too, I have male clients as well, but no matter where they're calling from, no matter what level, how much money they have, their education, their field, their title, they're bringing the same kinds of things over and over and over and over and over. I said, I got to figure this out. Something's here. So I decided to take some months to kind of split my head in half. One as a coach and one as a researcher. I used to do, that's another thing. I used to do market research in the corporate world. How useful it is, because everything is research here now.
Yeah.
So I said, let me research. What are they saying? What are they missing? So I wanted to answer 2 questions. What are they missing in their lives today that's making them come for coaching? And number 2, what are they getting in the coaching process that allows them to break through? What emerged was this: they are missing the bravery to look head on at what is wrong in their lives and take accountability to fix it. And number 2, because bravery is not enough, you need power, 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 power. Internal power and connection to external power. So then I said, okay, great. But I love frameworks. I love to develop the 8 stages of this. So I said, let's break down power for people. So in looking at all the ways these women from mid to high levels weren't powerful, it became 7 key ways. And I call them power gaps because you ever seen a gap in the road, a crack where, it's where all your energy and your confidence and your self-love and your self-esteem and your agency sucks right out. And so then I said, all right, let me study these. Let me focus on these, but let me do a survey, because sometimes, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If I'm working on power gaps, that's all I'm going to see. Right.
Yeah.
So then I did a survey, and 1,500 now have filled it out. Basically, I'm saying, here's what the gaps are. Say yes, no, or maybe if you have these gaps. 98% of the women who filled out this survey have at least one gap. And full disclosure, if you say maybe, you're a yes, because you have it. You have it to some degree. I see that. So I lumped maybe and yes into that category. 98% of women and 90% of men say they have at least one, and 75% of women have 3 or more of these gaps, Harsha. If you have these gaps, you will not thrive and reach your highest potential in your work. I'm focused on work, but of course they bleed over. Every one of the gaps bleeds over to your personal life. Now, you could be somewhat successful on the outside, but you're not internally successful. You're not joyful. You have no balance. There's no fulfillment, meaning, purpose, impact. Or there's a degree of it, but you can't figure out how to get more of it. It's a damaging situation. So now my world is, that book came out in July, I can't believe it, July 2020. But now I have a course, The Most Powerful You. So there's a video course, and now there's an online live version with me. And this is my world right now. And I love it because it's a framework. There's the survey that they can take in 2 minutes. I have gap 137 and instantly they can see it. And there's instantly something we can work on. And that's what people need. I mean, it can be overwhelming when you're not happy. Like, where do I begin? This helps us begin to become more powerful, more confident, more brave, and start being who we want to be in the world.